how's it going, guys? How's it going? Well, welcome back to another abandoned video. So now I'm here in Smithtown. I'm right by my house, literally up the block from where I live. Not even a 2-minute drive. I'm here to revisit the abandoned Carrabbas here in Smithtown. More than a year later. This one here was located at 730 Smithtown Bypass, Smithtown, New York, 11787. This one closed down over a year ago on February 23rd, 2024. So, you know, obviously, as you guys know, Carrabba's has been a dying chain for a long time. I'm not sure if it was a dying chain, but I know that there was something that went corrupt. There was something that went downhill, that they shut down all the Carrabbas out here on the East Coast. So, I don't know. There's like a whole story to it that I heard a while back. And then they started shutting down stores left to right. So then they closed this one, which has been abandoned for more than a year now, and I'm here to do a revisit. I did a video of the abandoned Carrabbas over there in Central Islip, right near the stadium where the Ducks play. And now that abandoned Carrabbas over there in Central Islip is turning into a restaurant. It's turning into a Hispanic restaurant called Sabor Colombiana. So it's turning into a Colombian restaurant. So it's pretty cool. I went there recently. I didn't eat there, but I saw the sign recently because I went to Target recently over there to pick something up. And since it's in that shopping center, right there, near the Research Commons, right there near Fairfield Properties Ballpark where the Long Island Ducks play, I saw that there's a giant sign right there, like you know, the giant, like, you know, the sign or whatever, and it says Sabor Colombiana. So the opening a Colombian restaurant right there where the old Carrabba and Central Islip used to be. So that's pretty cool. But as for this one, yeah, nah, man, yeah, nothing's changed over here. So, you know, I don't know. So I'm over here to do a revisit after more than a year of being abandoned. You know what I mean? And now, obviously, since I'm here in my neck of the woods, I don't have to worry about nobody bothering me. As you guys know, I got into a confrontation a couple of days ago with some stupid jerk who didn't know the difference between being permanently closed and abandoned. And he thought he was, he thought he was hot coming up to me talking the way he did, and I had to put him in his place, and I scared him off. And obviously today, I'm now a few days later, I'm in a better mood. I'm in a much better mood. You know, today is Sunday, April 27th, as of the filming of this video. Damn, man, wow. Damn, bro, it just literally feels like we just started 2025. And now here we are, almost 5 months into the year, and almost halfway through the year already. Coño, como se ha ido el tiempo. ¡Wow! Se le fue el tiempo, ya se le fue el año. Ya estamos por la mitad del año ya que se está terminando. ¡Wow! Damn, man. Sheesh. Well, you know what, man? For what it's worth, it's been a fun year doing these kinds of videos for you guys. So I can't wait to check this place out. I'm here in my neck of the woods, literally 2 minutes from where I live, right up the road. Literally right up the road from me. So, you know, like I always say in each and every one of my videos, enough with the talking, enough with the yapping, and let's get out of the car and check out the abandoned Carrabbas here in Smithtown. Here we go. All right, what's going on? Well, here we are. Welcome to the abandoned Carrabbas here in Smithtown. There it is, right there behind me. 730 Smithtown Bypass, Smithtown, New York, 11787. Now, if you guys haven't seen my previous video of me doing a video of this place over a year ago, I'll post a video link in the description below so you guys can see that. Now, when I did a video here last year, they had just closed a week prior to me being here. And they still had up all the signage. They still had up all the signage. They had the sign right there, right above that said Carrabbas in red and green letters. And then they still had the street sign. Where is it? It's right over there. It's right behind me if you guys can see it. You see the street sign? They had it there, now they removed all the signage. So, there's a big difference, you know, this place has a big difference from the last time I was here over a year ago. So, as I said, it's been abandoned for over a year. At least the one in Central Islip is being repurposed for a Hispanic restaurant known as Sabor Colombiana, so at least they're being turned into a Colombian restaurant. Crazy how they're going from Italian to Hispanic, right? But hopefully one day somebody repurposes this one. So, what are you waiting for? Enough with the talking, enough with the yapping. Let's turn the camera around and check out the abandoned Carrabbas here in Smithtown. Here we go. Alrighty, and there it is, the abandoned Carrabbas here in Smithtown. No more pasta, no more breadsticks. No more tiramisu. No more fettuccine alfredo. No more spaghetti and meatballs. None of that stuff. Well, let's check this place out. Now, as you guys can see, they removed the signage and they have the label scar right there in the front. And then over there, before we go over there, before we step over there, before we start the video, let me show you guys the street sign over here. Looks like they smashed out the street sign over here. When I was here, all of this was still up. I came here a year ago, just a week after they had closed. Wow. Oh yeah, somebody definitely hit it with the hind. Oh yeah, somebody definitely hit it with the hind. Wow. You can still see how it says Carrabbas Italian Grill, but somebody definitely hit it with the hind over here. Wow. What a big hit. Let me go around the other side. See if it's still the same. That's crazy, man. Wow. Oh yeah, wow, look at this. Wow, somebody hit it with the hind. Wow, you can still see the holes too where they used to have the lights. And you can still see the string lights that are exposed behind the green architecture. Wow. I love how they have a piece of electrical tape trying to hold the string lights together. Damn, man. That's wild. Now, like I said before, I did a video here a year ago. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'm going to post a video link in the description, so you guys can check that out. All right, here we are, making our way back to the front. All right, here we go. Let's check this place out. And like I said, today I'm in a much better mood. I'm doing a lot better today, so look at this. What an epic label scar. Wow, check that out, huh? What an epic label scar. And like I said earlier in the intro, this place closed down last year on February 23rd. So let's see what happens. The electricity is still on because I can still see the lights on. Carrabbas Italian Grill. This location is closed. We appreciate the community's support over the past years. Thank you. There it is. Seating capacity, 278. Oh. I mean, I came here a couple of times in the past. Maybe once or twice. Yep. Not meant to be. Just like Wally always says in his video. Not meant to be. Uh-oh, there's a doorbell. Nothing. Oh, man, there's an alarm speaker right there. Yeah, but I don't think nothing's gonna happen, though. I mean, I came here a while back, and nothing happened then. So has anything changed? Oh, wow, yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah, the ceiling is starting to fall apart. Yep. Yeah, the ceiling is starting to fall apart. All the wires are hanging out and everything. Oh, yeah. Yep, this place is slowly starting to fall into disrepair. Oh, they still have all the fans up, too. This place is slowly starting to fall into disrepair. Yep, you can see all the electrical wires hanging down from the ceiling as the ceiling's starting to fall apart. They still have all the tables here, too. Looks like they took out all the bar equipment, too. So this place has really changed since I've been here a year ago. Wow. Yep, they took out all the wine bottles. I'm not sure if in those cubby holes or in those square boxes, I'm not sure if they had wine bottles still there when I was here a year ago. I'll have to rewatch that. I'm not exactly sure, but wow. I mean, you know, you could still repurpose this place. I really hope this place gets repurposed soon enough. I really hope so. You know what I mean? What a shame. I mean, you know, the couple of times that I came here, the food was actually pretty decent. It wasn't that bad when I came here. It wasn't that bad. You can't see nothing through there. It wasn't that bad when I came here. I came here a couple of times and the food was actually pretty good. I liked it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Whoa, they definitely swept this place up for sure. Wow. You can clearly see how big it is in there now. Because when I came here last time, not many shades were open. Now the shades are open and I can clearly see inside. Wow. Empty. What a sad sight, man. Oh yeah, and then I believe when I was here, this whole outside area, they had a bunch of chairs and tables out here too, and they took those out as well. They had a whole bunch of chairs and tables out here from what I remember. Wow. Yeah, so they really changed this place around here the last time I've been here over a year ago. Looks like they got one of the chairs in here. They had a bunch of these lawn chairs out here in the outdoor dining area from when I was here last year. Wow. That's sad, man. That's really sad. Same sign that we saw in front. The location is closing. We appreciate your community support over the past years. There it goes. Wow. Oh, they got all the lawn chairs in here, looks like. So it looks like they took them out from the dining area out here and then they put them back inside. Wow. Sad, man. Is it open? Nope. Not meant to be. Just like Wally always says in his video. Not meant to be. Oh, they got those blinds closed and they got that one closed too. Okay, no problem. Moving on. Now, I've explained in the last video when I was here doing this abandoned Karrabbas over a year ago. When I was here, I explained the whole shopping center. I'll wait till this car is literally just like driving. I'll explain it to you in a second. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Okay, anyways, so when I was here a year ago, I explained it to you guys, but now that I'm doing it a year later, I'll explain it more. Right here, that restaurant that you see right there, that restaurant is called Dirty Taco. I know it's a funny name, but that's the name of the restaurant. It's called Dirty Taco. Years ago, when I moved here to Smithtown 20 years ago, I moved over here in August of 2005. August 23rd of this year will be 20 years that I've been living in Smithtown. When I moved over here 20 years ago, that restaurant right there originally was a Famous Days barbecue and ribs. They closed down Famous Days, and then they opened a Green Turtle sports bar and grill. They closed that one, and now they reopened it with the Dirty Taco. So, at least that one closed a couple of times, but they keep repurposing it. I just wish they would repurpose the Carrabbas over here. The Carrabbas over there in Central Essex got repurposed into a Colombian restaurant. So, can you see anything through here? Nope, they got a film up in there. I've picked up over here. I used to pick up over here a lot. When I used to work with DoorDash and now, you know, I'm working with Uber Eats, I picked up over here a lot. And I kind of hated it. Because every time I used to pick up over here, it would take forever to bring out my order. It was ridiculous. It was kind of annoying. Every time I picked up here, sometimes I would reject the order because I knew what I was up against. Oh, here goes the electricity. Yep. Oh, here goes the meters. Long Island Power Authority, also known as LIPA. And they still have it on. Yep. Alrighty. Moving on. They closed up the trash area, it looks like. Because when I came here last year, it was open. Oh, they closed it up now. So every time I used to come over here to Karabas to pick up for Uber Eats and DoorDash, I would park right here. You see where it says curbside carry out? See that? Curbside carry out. So I used to pick up, you know, when I used to pick up over here for Uber Eats, I'd park right here, right? Where it says curbside carry out, I used to park right here. And I would come through here, and I would tell them, you know, my name or whatever, who was ordering. You might want to fix the sound. The sound is upside down. You might want to pick that. You might want to fix that. Oh, man. So I used to come through here, and I would tell them, damn, that's disgusting. Look at that. Wow, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow, that is disgusting. Oh, wow. Sheesh. That is disgusting. Ugh. Anyway, so I used to come in here, and I would tell the waiter or waitress my name, and tell them the name of the person I was picking up for, and then I would go back to my car, and I would sit there and wait. And it would take forever. It was kind of annoying how slow, even if there was nobody here, even if the restaurant was slow, it was kind of annoying how long it took for them to get my food to me. And then sometimes I would have the customers texting me saying, you know, is everything okay? Where's the food? Did something happen? Oh, it's not my fault. It's all on them. And I would just tell the truth that these people taking forever. It looks like the door is open, and I'm so tempted to pull it. Nope. Nope. Not meant to be. Just like Wally always says in his video. Not meant to be. It jives, but not all the way. Wow. Well, yep, there goes the curbside pickup. That's it. Car side. Really, car side? Dummies. All right, well, that does it for this video. So I'm gonna do the walk around, and then I gotta take the usual selfie that I always do that you guys love so much. So there it goes, guys. We're here in my neck of the woods. We're here in my neighborhood now. This is my town. This is my home turf. And we're here in Smithtown as we just finished checking out the abandoned Carrabbas, revisiting it after a year of being closed. Not much has changed. It's still in good condition, minus the fact that they ripped off the signs from the building and the street over there. But the place is still in good condition, and hopefully soon enough, just let the one essential ice slip, hopefully soon enough they repurpose it. You know what I mean? I'm backing up. It takes a special talent to walk backwards without busting your ass. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm gonna do the walk around, and then once I do the walk around, I'll see you guys in the car for the outro. Alright? Okay. See you soon. Well, I was able to open a trash area, so I figured I'd check this place out for you guys real quick. I checked this out for you guys before we leave. I was able to pull up one of the little rods, and I was able to pry the door open. So, let's check it out before we leave. Wow. Oh, not much has changed. It's still the same. When I was here before, it was looking just like this. Yep, empty, full of leaves and full of garbage. Full of leaves and garbage. Lleno de hoja y basura. Y botella plástica. Ugh. Wow. Yep. Full of trash back here. Yeah, this wasn't here though. When I was here, this was not here. This shopping cart full of beer cans and whatever wasn't here. But looked like at one point it looked like somebody was living back here. Because they got a Home Depot shopping cart, and then they got this one over here. So it looks like, based on all the beer cans and everything that was here, well, then you got a giant bag. It looked like somebody was trying to live here at one point. That would explain all the beer bottles and all the plastic iced tea cans that you see in a trash can. So, can you see anything through here? Nope. It's covered. I don't know what that is, but I think that's the spaghetti strap thingamajiggers that you use to walk through. So, is it open? Nope. Not meant to be. Just like Wally says in his video, not meant to be. What's this? Nope. Not meant to be. I just love saying that, man. Wally is my biggest inspiration. He's my main inspiration for doing videos like these. I love Wally, man. He's a good man. You know, watching his videos always puts me in a good mood. Right there. Boom. Put that right back exactly the way I found it. Turn that and we're good to go. All right. Well, we checked out the trash area. And there goes Casper. Have to get him fixed up a little bit, but he's okay. All right, guys. That does it for that little trash area view. Okay, so now let's get down to business. I'll see you guys back in the car for the outro. All right? Okay. See you soon. was going on. So what did you guys think about that, huh? What did you think? Huh? Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Well, I figured I'd come here, because I came here last year a week after they closed. I came here about a week after they closed, and a lot has changed in the past year. And now, as you can see, the inside is slowly starting to deteriorate. As you saw inside from the main entrance and from the windows over there in the front, as you saw inside, the ceiling panels are starting to fall off, and they got electric wiring hanging all over the ceiling there. So now it looks like the place is slowly starting to fall into disrepair, but above all that, it's still in pretty mint condition. There's no mold on the floor, there's no corrosion, the floors are not becoming warped. So obviously Mother Nature hasn't taken its course yet on this building. Hopefully soon enough, and I'm surprised, because it's been a little over a year since they closed down. It's been, a total of 12 months. So 12 months is a year. So 13 is March, 14 is, so they've been closed down for 14 months. I'm bad at math, but I was able to correct myself, and I was able to add that up. Yeah, they've been closed down for 14 months. So it makes me, as of April 23rd, this place has been closed down for 14 months. So it makes me wonder, man, if, hopefully soon enough, eventually somebody will buy it, repurpose it, and turn it into another good restaurant. Like I said, the one in Central Islip turned into a place called Sabor Colombiana. So it's a Colombian restaurant. So they went from being an Italian restaurant to a Hispanic restaurant. Maybe one day when they open, I'll go over there and check it out. You know what I mean? So hopefully one day somebody repurposes this one, because the one behind me that I showed you guys a few minutes ago, the Dirty Taco, was 3 different establishments, with the Dirty Taco being number 3. The Dirty Taco was number 3. The original one, from what I remember, because when I moved here to Smithtown 20 years ago, Famous Dave's was already here. I'm not sure if something was there before Famous Dave's. I don't know. But when I moved over here 20 years ago, Famous Dave's was right over there. And then they closed. They were closed for a few years. And after they closed down Famous Dave's, they opened up a sports bar called Green Turtle. The Green Turtle Sports Bar and Grill. It was like another version of Applebee's. They didn't last out here very long. And they closed down, and then now they opened the Dirty Taco. So, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But hopefully this one here, the Carrabbas, hopefully it gets repurposed and somebody could open it and open another establishment soon enough. But, that is what it is. It sucks, but you never like to see a place like that close down, man. But it is what it is. I did hear rumors that Red Lobster was coming back into play. I heard that, I think I heard that Flavor Flav? Was it Flavor Flav? My dad was telling me, my father was telling me, he said there's some rapper, some famous rapper or some famous music artist or whatever, some famous rapper or something, or somebody, something along that line. My dad was telling me that some famous rapper or some famous music producer or whatever bought Red Lobster and reopened a bunch of locations. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. And my dad was under the assumption that the one in Huntington was going to reopen, but that hasn't happened. And I don't know. Red Lobster to me it used to be good years ago. I remember when they had the warm, fluffy buttermilk garlic biscuits. Those were slamming. Oh man, the warm, fluffy buttermilk garlic biscuits with a nice cold ass glass of lemonade. Ooh, falapa. Forget about it. I would go to heaven. Yo, I'm telling you, man, I would go to freaking heaven, eating each and every little one of the freaking crumbs and each and every little freaking bit of those warm, fluffy buttermilk garlic biscuits from Red Lobster. Oh my God! Se acabó el mundo completamente. Ay, Dios mío, cómo se acabó el mundo. Me fui para el cielo y no hay ninguna manera de regresarme aquí al cielo. Al mundo. Right? Oh, man, wow. Woo! All this talk about food has got me hungry, man, and I haven't eaten dinner yet, but my mother's making pork chops, so I'm excited for that. You know me, I love a good juicy pork chop. Coño, me estoy poniendo hambre, hablando de toda esta comida, me estoy poniendo hambre, y no ha comido cena todavía. Tú verás lo que va a pasar cuando yo me llego a la casa. Cuando yo me llego a la casa y yo me llego dentro de esa cocina, se acabó el mundo. I'm so excited to eat that I'm talking in Spanish. You know what I mean? You guys know me. I'm Salvadorian and Dominican. You know, I was born here in the United States. I was born in Jamaica, Queens, and I moved to Brentwood in September of '93. And I lived there for 12 years. You know, I lived in Brentwood for 12 years, and then we moved over here to Smithtown on August 23rd, 2005. So I've been living in Smithtown close to 20 years. You know, I used to live in Brentwood. Me and my family, I lived in Brentwood for 12 years, but my father probably lived over there in Brentwood longer than me. Because, you know, my father was born in 1967. So he was born in Brooklyn. And obviously, you know, since he was a kid, he lived in Brentwood longer than me. So I lived in Brentwood for 12 years, but my parents probably lived there longer. But me, on the other hand, I've been there for 12 years. Then I moved to Smithtown 20 years ago. You know, I lived in Brentwood. I literally lived right there. A lot of people on my channel seem to be familiar with Brentwood. You know, I used to live in Brentwood. Right up the block right there on the corner, I lived on Westwood Drive. So I lived right there on the corner of Mockingbird and Westwood. Mockingbird and Westwood as well. I lived on Westwood, but it was on the corner of Mockingbird and Westwood, up the block from Timberline Park, and up the block from North Elementary. So I was right there in the corner, and then I was right around the corner from Claywood, and up the block on Claywood. If you take Claywood down, that's East Middle School. So I was literally right there. I was on the corner behind 2nd Avenue on the other side, up the block from Timberline, up the block from North Elementary, and up the block from that indoor sports complex known as KK Indoor Athletics. When years ago, let's see if you guys remember. I'm not sure how many of you were born in the 90s, but if you remember years ago, the KK Indoor Athletic Sports Center, that used to be Shane's. You remember Shane's? Shane's, the various store? Yeah, I remember that place, Shane's. Everybody remembers that place. So, yeah, it was a little off topic, but, you know, we're just going through different places, you know, that were once abandoned, and we're here in an abandoned place, so we're just going through different places of, you know, the time that I used to live through when I was a kid, because I was born in 1993. I'm 32 now, so I lived through all of that. I lived through everything. Adventureland, Chuck E. Cheese, Fun Station USA, Checkers, McDonald's, Happy Meals, Play Places, Burger King, Play Place, and all that. I lived through all of that. So, you know, it's pretty cool what I used to live through, you know, right? You know, so, and, you know, and now getting back on topic, I used to come to Carrabbas. I came here, like I said, I came here maybe once or twice in the past. It was okay. I mean, I didn't have any problem with it. You know, I love Italian food. I may be Hispanic, you know, I may be Salvadorian and Dominican, but my number one favorite food, my number one favorite country of food to eat is Italian. I love a good, nice, warm-ass plate of meatballs and spaghetti and meatballs with a nice slice of garlic bread or some breadsticks. I love me a good plate of creamy fettuccine alfredo when it's just right. The consistency is perfect. The cream is nice and hot and creamy. And then to top it all off, give me a nice glass of lemonade, and then we'll be spot on. And if to finish off with dessert, I love me a good, thick-ass, creamy-ass, rich-ass slice of cheesecake. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. I got to stop talking. I got to stop freaking talking. I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I'm killing myself. I'm killing myself for you freaking guys. I'm killing myself talking about all the food, and I haven't eaten dinner yet. What is wrong with me? Oh, man, that's great, man. That is freaking great. Oh, man. Damn, man, I haven't laughed like that in a long time. I haven't laughed like that in a very long time. And you guys know me. I've been going through some shit in my life, you know, and it's been very rough. So I've been going through a lot of bullshit. And obviously, since you guys know it's been rough, you guys saw the video that I posted Friday of the Huntington Golden Coach Diner, and I've been very, very uptight. And I've just been very emotional. And, you know, the animosity in me has been building up high. The tensions were very high. But obviously now, 2 days later, you guys can see that I'm in a better mood. Right? Good. All right, guys. So I'm going to get out of here. I figured I'd come over here to check this out for you guys. You know, the abandoned Carrabbas, after being abandoned for more than a year. When I came here last time, I told you guys I'm going to post a video link in the description below so you guys can check out that video from over a year ago. But when I did that video, it was actually at night. Because I came here earlier in the day and there were still people here clearing out the restaurant. So obviously I came back at night and I had no problem. Done. That's it. So now we're here to do it more than a year later, and here we go. All right? Alrighty, guys. Enough with the talking, enough with the yapping, and just like Wally always says at the end of his videos, you guys stay awesome. And just like I always say, you guys stay cool, stay happy, keep smiling, and just enjoy your life. What's going on? Oh, shit. I freaking slapped myself. I freaking slapped the shit out of myself. Oh, man, I slapped the shit out of myself. Oh, okay, all right, for real. Let's try that one more time. Just like Wally always says at the end of his videos, you guys stay. Oh my God. Okay, all right, blooper reel. Man, it's a gag reel. Okay, all right, third time's the charm. Third time's the motherfucking charm. Let's do this. All right, just like Wally always says at the end of his videos. Oh my God, I can't freaking talk. Number four. Just like Wally always says at the end of his videos, you guys stay awesome. And just like I always say at the end of my videos, you guys stay cool, stay happy, keep smiling, and just enjoy your life. What's going on? Yo. There we go. We nailed it on the fourth try. All right? Alrighty, guys. You guys enjoy your Sunday. You guys enjoy your weekend. And enjoy your week coming up. All right? May 1st is on Thursday. Here we go. We're almost halfway through the year. The warm weather's just starting to come up. I'm excited. All right? Alrighty, guys. I love you all very much. Thank you for sticking around, man. It means a lot to me. So we're going to keep rocking. We're going to keep rolling. And just like an airplane, we're going to go to the runway. We're going to power our engines up, run full force down the runway, pull ourselves up into the sky, and we're going to fly and ride this thing out together. All right? And just like I always say at the end of my videos, until the wind blows us to our next destination, I shall see you guys there. All right? Alrighty, guys. Take care. Stay awesome. Keep smiling. Stay happy. Just enjoy your life. And most importantly, stay cool. Alright? Alright, guys. Love ya. See you later.